January 6th committee is busy looking into an attempt to mess with an election around the 2020 election in January 6th. But let's not believe that that's the extent of it. There are many different layers to the effort to basically make our elections not count for anything. Some of it might not be getting the level of attention that Trump's efforts have. So for instance, NPR had a breakdown, the election denial movement going door to door. And isn't that fun? So these are volunteers for a group called the US Election Integrity Plan, which if it sounds like that's official, that's why they called it that. But no, it's not official. These are just random crazy people. They are literally going around knocking on people's doors and asking them about their voting history. And I mean like very specific questions about their voting history. They put out a report saying volunteers knocked on 10,000 doors in just 4 counties in Colorado. Officials in other counties say canvassing was done there as well. It's not part of the report though. Several other states have also seen canvassing efforts. Bear in mind, Biden won Colorado by 13 points. It wasn't close like it was in some of the other states, but they're still getting in there. And let's see, co-founder of the group says, I think if you're involved in an election fraud, then you deserve to hang. Got cheers for that, it was a great applause line. Sometimes the old ways are the best ways. So yes, they do want this to get violent. You can see on someone's Ring camera when some of them showed up there. There's 2 volunteers showing up at your door to ask about who you voted for, so that's fun. But yeah, they very specifically get into, did you vote by mail? Who did you vote for in the past elections? And all the while, they're at least doing a little bit to appear to be official representatives of the US government while meddling with people and maybe intimidating some people and not wanting to be a part of this whole thing at all. Francesca, what do you think?
It's just the same, it's okay when we do it. I mean, it is the same hypocrisy. The right screams about anyone, get this, taking your ballot that has been sealed and signed and transporting it to the polling place, right? Or putting it in a mailbox. That's illegal in a lot of states. That has become even less and less legal in states that it was legal in. Which is basically allowing someone else to deliver your ballot for you, even though it's sealed. No, that's tyranny. That's election fraud. That's bad. Asking like all of these things that the right pretends the left is doing, they're actually doing that. The voter intimidation, they're doing that. They're gonna keep on doing that. I mean, I'm reminded of Ron DeSantis's sort of like whatever, like election integrity squads that are only gonna keep getting worse. Meanwhile, the like, I guess you would call it the left, but like generally Democrats are just trying to get out the vote, like GOTV campaigns that are utterly criminalized. So it's not surprising to me, but again, we need to point out that hypocrisy.
Yeah, 100%, and just make sure that people know about it, because you might have someone knock on your door. I'm sure this is gonna spread. So like we've been doing a lot of coverage of the January 6th committee, and the news in general has covered it a lot. But at the same time, we've tried to make sure that you know about some of these people that are running for secretaries of state in individual states, heads of county election boards that are taking over these school panels and things like that. Like the Trump stuff is super important. It is worthy of focus, but that is just the most obvious, indisputable layer of this. But they're on so many different layers trying to mess with our elections, to meddle in people's lives. That's it. Like I said, it's the Karenization of politics, and it is going to impact elections going forward.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.